Hey, what's up? Roselam Johnson here with Nimble Roots Coaching. I wanted to make this video about niching because, well, I hate niching. And most of the people that I talk to don't seem to really enjoy it either. So, raise your hand if you love niching. I don't see any hands out there. Granted, I'm talking to a phone. However, I'm going to talk to you about niching anyway because I just got off a call with some colleagues who were working on a collective niche. They put on a large workshop and they were telling me about they were asking for feedback on the name of a program. And I could not help them sort out the title without knowing who it was for. That makes such a big difference. And man, did I avoid niching in my first couple of businesses. I wanted them to be for everyone because I love everyone. And I had a really hard time with my business because it was hard to narrow a focus. It was just keep it broad, try new things all the time. Nothing was really working. I didn't have the person that I was talking to. Now, when I make my sales copy, I know whose heart I am speaking to, and I know who I want to work with. And that makes the difference because when people read it, they have the experience as if I know them. And part of that is because I do know them, because I've gone through a journey myself and I understand it and I understand who I am. And usually the people that I'm speaking to are folks that are on that journey as well. And so my story resonates with them. My experience matches some of the experience that they're experiencing, and the medicine or wisdom or whatever that I have to offer is there to support them because it's relevant to their journey. And that's why identifying them as a niche is really powerful. And that's why describing them as a niche makes things easier for me, for people who are spreading the word about what I do, and for us to find each other, which is the whole point. I was writing about this earlier today, like, do you wish it was easier to find your clients, but you make it impossible for them to find you? Yeah, that makes sense. That tracks. So I'm going to show you a little exercise that I've done that really helped me understand the journey that I was taking my clients on. First, I want to offer you the 4 concentric circles that Tad Hargrave shares. The first one out here tends to be like qualities or values. Really important to know about your niche or your ideal client and yourself. But it stays vague. You go in one concentric circle in and you get to the demographics. That's cool and can be relevant and help with certain things that are relevant to your demographics, like where you live or your gender or where you work, that kind of thing. But if you go one ring into psychographics, which is what you believe, what you care about, what you study, that's the interesting stuff. Mainly because people are in those psychographics, they're in that study, they're in that identity because of the center circle. This is the journey that they're on, and the challenges that they're facing. All of these things out here are either supporting the journey or challenging the journey, but the journey is what actually is most relevant to them. That's where they're experiencing pain, that's where they're experiencing challenges, but that's also the seed that is propelling them forward. That is what's compelling them to sign up for whatever you're offering or to work with you in whatever ways you're offering it, because you have something to offer and support their journey. And if you don't, they'll know it. And if you do, but you don't know how to describe it, they can't believe it. But as you go through the work of narrowing down into the concentric circles, you will get better at describing it and you will get better at finding them. And that's the kind of thing that ChatGPT cannot do for you. So sure, you can have ChatGPT populate lists if you want. I don't really like to do that. I think there's a lot of really human-powered ways to do that. But the narrowing down and the articulation, that is reliant on you knowing yourself and being able to describe who you are, where you are, and where you've come from. And the process of articulating that in a way where your clients can connect with you is going to make a world of difference, not just in when you find each other, but how you work with each other. That is experience. That is the scar tissue, the muscle memory of doing this work that is going to make or break your experience as a business owner, because you get to speak from your heart, you get to share your experience, and you get to connect with people that you care about. Anything else is a scam or a flop or a waste of time. It's just a hobby, which is fine. Those, a hobby is fine. A scam, not so good. But a hobby, go for it. Like, enjoy it, give it as a gift. But if you want to do your life's work that you're here to do it from your heart and do it because you've gone through the process to understand where you've come from and you've stretched in a way to articulate that to other people. That's my hot take. All right. I said there was going to be an exercise. Here's the exercise. There's two parts. Well, there's two exercises. The first exercise is to take your top 5 to 10 clients. Ideally, these are people that you've worked with. If you're brand new, do the top 3 people that you gotta be having your hands in the dirt here. So I'm gonna say, if you haven't done it, practice with people and then come back and choose the top. If it's a small case study, go for 3. But if you've got some clients that you've had great results with, take the top 5 to 10 and put them on a big sheet of paper. Put their names, put their initials, whatever you need to do to capture them as individual nodes inside of your ecosystem. And then around those little nodes, populate the challenges and the results that those folks have faced in the time that they've been working with you. You can populate little circles of why they came to work with you, what challenges appeared while you were working together, and what results they got in their time working together. Now you can see you're starting to form a kind of a blurry-eyed caricature of your generalized ideal client. Now this is why you chose your top clients, because you want to be doing this with people that you love working with and that you know you can give results. Because these qualities, these psychographics that are true for them, these lived experiences that your clients are facing, that's what's going to start to formulate your niche, your ideal client, the people that you love to work with and know you can help. Okay, so as you populate that, just brainstorm it. You might play with it. You might draw lines from each person to where they went and see if there's a theme, if there's archetypes, whatever, but just start to see the places where the people have come and where they go. All right, the next one, this is a downloadable sheet, and I'll have a link to it at the end of this video. You're gonna draw a body, okay? You can make it, there's a drawing of the body on the worksheet. And you're gonna draw lines from different parts of their body parts, and you're gonna connect who they are to those body parts, okay? So you start above their head, and this is what they're dreaming of. You know what I mean? Like what they're hoping for in the world. And then in here is what they're thinking about. What are they pondering? What are they chewing on? Here, the glasses is what are they seeing? The mouth is what are they saying? The shoulders is what are they worrying about? What's worrying them about their life? The heart is what's making them so passionate and what they're in love with. The gut is what they know to be true. This is our intuition here. What do they know to be true about the world? The groin, one of our, and the chakras, it's like this. What are they hot for? What are they craving? What are they like so hungry for that it makes their, under their loins wild, yeah? As you keep going, the knees, you get to what are their pain points? What are they struggling with? And the feet is what are they walking towards? What is that vision that they're dreaming of that they are taking steps towards? Now, if you work with a group of people, you might include their hands and include who they're walking with and who they're connecting with and how their partnerships are playing out there. And from there, you'll start to get some really cool snippets of who your niche is. And just like any process, you can't really rush this, unfortunately. The harder you try to get a niche, the harder it will be to get one. Whereas the more gentle and kind of blurry-eyed you are with this, the sooner you'll start to see you in this. And you'll start to see them in this. And you'll start to see the journey in a way that allows you to kind of dance with it. Great book, Overstory. There's this scene where these two tree sitters are at the very top of a giant redwood, and they've been living there for months, and they're actually having a really good time when a massive storm hits. And at first, they grasp onto the tree, and they try to grasp as tightly as possible to the top of that tree because they're scared. Can you imagine being 100 feet up in the air and a massive storm is pounding down at you and you have no safety? No house, whatever you think is safety in those moments, no shelter. And so they grasp on and they're clinging, and they realize, oh my gosh, if I grasp onto this tree, I am going to get flown out of here in a second. So they start to let go and they start to actually ride the tree and they ride the storm. And that storm is what is the transformation for them. It is what helps them get to the sunny side of, of the afterglow after the storm, and they survive it and they stay on top of the tree. Now, I'm not encouraging you to go to the top of a tree and do this in real life. If you want to, go for it. I once climbed to the top of Redwood. It was very cool. What I'm inviting you to do is to ride this journey and to let this experience of exploring your clients and to seeing who they are and to really acknowledging the journey that you've gone on and the challenges you've faced and the results that you have gotten, even in the face of such challenges, to really be with that and to sit with it. And it is uncomfortable. And that is the magic that you're here to bring. And that is why I do the work that I do, because I love helping people, myself included, get in touch with the magic that is here in this moment. Because, man, it's a tough vibe out there. Seriously. But there is magic in us. There is magic in you. And I want you to get a chance to help the people that you're here to help. Because that's what we're here to do, in my opinion. We're here to be of service. So let's be of service, y'all. Let's have some fun. Let's loosen all our muscles and ride this one out, hey? All right, so included the links to this in the wherever you put them in these things, probably in the comments, no, probably in the bio, I don't know. It's somewhere, you'll find it. You probably have to sign up for my newsletter, but that's cool because I send out newsletters every week where I introduce metaphors around business through bicycle, which is very fun. And I think a great way to run your business is to have a little bit more fun with it. All right, I think that's all for now. Over and out.